at Churchill Downs investigating the deaths of 7 horses ahead of the 149th Kentucky Derby. One of the horses, Wild on Ice, was a Derby contender before he had to be euthanized after an injury. So this is the headline because it's pretty big here. They had over 150,000 people join, but it was strange. 7 horses died at Churchill Downs since April the 27th, and 2 deaths are still a mystery. 5 of the deaths happened in the week that led up to the 149th edition of the Kentucky Derby, and 2 more horses were euthanized after suffering injuries in races just hours before the time. So when that came out about these horses dying, like this one was like rolling over on its back and stuff like that, and then it died, its neck got broke or something. Others, like there's 2 that were in a, I guess got injured during the race. But is there something significant? Is there something significant that the horses that died, the names of them, I've been looking up the names of them because I'm always looking for clues. There could be a clue. Otherwise, you know, there's clues everywhere, and clues can be found in all kinds of places. Look at the names of the horses. 7 horses who have died at the track were Wild on Ice. Just think of the names of the horses. Think of the world that we live in. You can let your mind go off there and down in a rabbit hole. Think of the names and see if you can't kind of tie it in to what's happening in the world. Because I'm sitting there thinking, well, what would this mean? In another, you know, names mean something. They really do. Names have meanings to them. Shalom, King and Queens coaching. Yeah, names have meanings to them. So Wild on Ice and 7, the number 7. Take Charge, Brianna. You can even think of movies that you've seen or things like that. Code of Kings. Now, I found the Code of Kings. I just now saw that. The Code of Kings is the language of 7 sacred Maya temples and tombs. The Code of Kings. And I'm sure there's a lot more to these than what meets the eye. The Code of Kings and the language of 7 sacred Maya things. You can look like this. The Mayans, the Maya codes. What does it mean? Why those specific names, really? Then look at this one. Parents' Pride. Chasing Artie. Was there ever a movie about Artie, or is there a famous Artie? And is there ever something about chasing? Chloe's Dream. Chloe, well, I looked up a thing about a person named Chloe, and it was all about you know what. Freezing Point. Just think, could we have a mini ice age? Could something happen? What happens at freezing point? Something becomes a solid at freezing point. I did see that. Something can become a solid. A liquid becomes a solid. Okay, it does. And at freezing point, but something has to be kept at freezing point. So it is really, they're under investigating. They're investigating why some of these horses died ahead of there. And is there something with the number 149th? Really? Because people fly in from all over the world, countries all over the world, because they got a stake in the races. They love to do horse racing and stuff like that. Look at this. Parents' pride in chasing Artie died on Saturday and Thursday. They collapsed. And died after racing at the Churchill Downs. They were owned by Ken Ramsey and Sophie Joseph Jr. and had Luis Saez as their jockey. Look, Joseph has been suspended indefinitely by Churchill Downs, pending an investigation. And Lord Miles, his entry into the Kentucky Derby was scratched from the race Saturday morning. I don't even know who these are, these people you all, but I didn't even watch the Kentucky Derby. It's supposed to be super, super big because it's only like 30 minutes from here. About these horses dying. During the second race, hours before the post time for the real Kentucky Derby, Chloe's Dream, race 12 of the day. They race all day long. Chloe's Dream pulled up, exiting the first turn, and was vanned off the track. The 3-year-old eventually had to be euthanized due to the injuries. Isn't that horrific? Freezing Point suffered an injury during the Pat Day Mile and had to be vanned off for further evaluation. And according to NBC Sports broadcast, Freezing Point had to be euthanized, making it the 5th horse to be euthanized at the track this week. You all, what is going on? Because see, this is really weird. It's really, really weird if you think about it. Gina, honey, there may be nothing to it. It's just naturally occurring things that happen. Totally natural. Horses, have to be euthanized a lot for one reason or another, so they don't suffer. Or accidents do occur, and it's just, that's what some would say. But is there more to it, really? There has to be more to it if there's an investigation taking place. And is there any clues in the deaths and the numbers, the numerology, and the names of the horses? Is there any clues that are out there? This is the names of them right here. Any clues at all based on the names of those horses? Can they relate to this real world that we live in? Really think about it. Maybe nothing. Gina, honey, you looking in a rabbit hole and you ain't finding nothing in that rabbit hole. Well, Code of Kings. The Code of Kings. When did Prince Charles become a king? Because I didn't watch it. What day was that? I didn't watch the coronation or whatever it is. I'm not going to watch it. Yeah. Because what day on that? I don't know when the Code of Kings died. The Code of Kings died because they didn't say. But why did they have to put that on there? Oh, no, we're going to see. We're going to see what it is. This is horrific. This is horrific. Listen to this. The Code of Kings. So Wild on Ice got injured on Thursday while training in the dirt, while Charge Brianna got hurt while competing on a turf race on Tuesday. Release. Both were ultimately euthanized for humane reasons because the injuries suffered were not something they would be able to recover from. So the Wild on Ice, she was training in the dirt and she got hurt. And take Charge Brianna, she got hurt. Then look at the Code of Kings. On Saturday, the Code of Kings broke his neck after flipping several times in his saddling paddock. Code of Kings was rushed to a nearby equine clinic where he would euthanize. What on earth would make a horse flip in his saddling padlock? Isn't that awful? Broke his neck. Broke his neck. Like something got into him. Something got into him and caused erratic behavior. But why did it have to say Code of Kings? Code of Kings. What if? Now see, we looked up this Code of Kings right here. Maya, breaking a Maya code. There is a book called The Code of Kings. But this one died. The horse, the Code of Kings, had to be euthanized. I can't help it, but I think there's something to it. I think there's some kind of a clue to it. And someone fired him up. Shalom, Yehoshua, son. I know you are. So let me see this. I didn't look in here and see what day that happened. When he got crowned king, I don't know what day that was, you all. May the 6th. May the 6th. He got crowned king on May the 6th. So, that was Saturday. That was Saturday. And Saturday was the Kentucky Derby. Saturday was the Kentucky Derby. And on Saturday, the Code of Kings broke his neck, flipping several times, and was euthanized. Sounds kind of something, you all. It really does. I might be reading too much into that, but to me, that's like kind of symbolic. It's kind of symbolic. And then you have a Take Charge Brianna got hurt on the dirt. And then Wild on Ice was on the dirt. So look, so we have a horse called Wild on Ice that got injured on dirt. So ice and dirt. Ice and dirt. Then Take Charge Brianna on the turf race. I don't know. What do you all think? Gina, is that just, you're just going down a hole, just going down a, oh, let's see, animals react wildly when evil spirits are near. I don't doubt that one bit. And some people, you can literally feel a nauseousness in your stomach, sick to your stomach when an evil presence is near. You can feel it, and it will make you want to throw up. See, the Code of Kings had seven sacred Maya temples and tombs. Let's see this. Let me see this. I want to see it, you all. I am going to look at this. If your dogs don't like it, I don't know. A team of researchers cracked 5-century-old reveals a rumored French plot. The royal family uses a secret code for future kings' funerals. The code word, secret code word, address code, the code of kings, a code to, look, the horse, oh, I didn't see this. The horse, this horse loses control. Oh, no, thank you. And crashes into a crowd during the king's coronation. This incident right here took place minutes after King Charles headed back to Buckingham Palace. Right there, I don't see a video, but some horse did that, you all. Let me stretch. So you have that Code of Kings doing it, and then an actual horse like flipping out. As soon as I can get through this ad on this video, you all. This is really strange. I can't watch no video here. You're talking about the Byzantine Empire of gold. Okay, let's see if we got it. I'm trying to wait. No, legal tenders and their nations. Who knows what's going on, you all? I have no idea what this video is here. You can't watch no. Okay, here it is right here. All right. Oh, we didn't see that. What happened to that horse? Let's do that. Let's see that horse again. That horse went. Was that real? Was that real, you all? I don't know if that was real with that horse. Let's look. I don't know if that was real. Let's see that again. Did you see it? So that horse went wild. I wonder what time it was. I wonder if it was the same time that the Code of Kings had to be euthanized, really. It's kind of strange. It's really strange, you all. So, yeah. You saw it at a different angle, and it freaked out more than that. Wow. Yeah. This is strange, you all. Too much insanity. We got to go walk in the woods. Got ticks in the woods. Got ticks in the woods. Got mosquitoes in the woods because it's really damp out. It's been raining a lot. Your mom said silver will save our family. Yeah. He has all the codes. Oh. That's interesting. I saw in a comment under the Facebook video, I did a very short Facebook video about the Dollar Tree closing its store here. Everything's 75 cents. And in the comment section, some people had some, I guess, family members, somebody working at Walmart. And there's not as many food trucks showing up at night for the stalkers to stock their shelves. The food trucks aren't showing up like they used to. And some of the employees have been told, if you want to go home, you can go home instead of having to work their full hours. They've been told, you know, if you want to leave early, you can because there's no work because of lack of food trucks coming to the Walmart. And I also saw in the comments on this channel about something about the June the 11th. We know what happens on June the 11th, you all. Let me see. June the 11th is a big day. June 11. Oh, that's May 11th. Okay. Gina, honey, why are you jumping ahead? Okay, you all, that's May 11th. I'm already got us in the month of June. Okay, but we're not in the month of June yet. We're in the month of May. Maybe May 11th. Maybe May 11th is when, no, that's not enough time for that Dollar Tree to empty out. It's not, you all. You heard that, ow. Let me tell you something. When you all don't wear earrings a lot, if you've had your ears pierced, and you don't wear earrings for a long time, and you go put earrings in your ears, it kind of hurts your ears. And I need to remember, if I want to have my holes in my ears to stay open, I've got to kind of wear them every once in a while, or they'll kind of close up on me. You heard him. He's going to say he cannot fulfill his duties. Oh, you heard that, Dragonfly honey? He will not be able to fulfill his duties and make William the king. And Diana would never leave her boys to those monsters. 3,000 packages of seeds. So now you know how to, let me show you something, you all. When you're storing your flour, Gina, I thought this is about horses. Well, somebody's talking about something. Let me do this, you all. It is about horses. It really is. Let me tell you. Okay, I want you to look at this right here, okay? When you're storing your flour, well, I was told by this lady, her mother did it years and years and years and years ago. You put bay leaves in your flour to keep out the insects. Bay leaves come in a container, and they're dried out. Whenever I put my flour in my bucket, I put some bay leaves, maybe 3 down and like toward the bottom. And as I get to the top, I'll put some bay leaves up there, dried bay leaves, to ward off any, but I've also done this. Now, you other, listen, just do this at your own risk, okay? I've done this, but you do it at your own risk. Don't listen to what I have to say, okay? Don't do it. I think this is the one right here. Yeah, right here. This right here. You see that? That right there. Look out the window for a second. Let me go down there and let me check, okay? You all sit right here and look out this. Look there for a second. Let me go downstairs. All right, I'm right back, you all. I really am. Thank you for staring at that. Let me show you. It's not that. It's not that, you all. Gina, honey, you make that is very bad. It's very bad YouTube etiquette. We're talking about the horses. But if you got like some pasta, some rice, some beans, dried beans, and even your flour and stuff, if you want to store it and you don't have those absorbent things, this is the one thing I did find. Right here. Fresh Step. Crystal. See it right here? It's what it looks like. It's an 8-pound bag. It doesn't smell. It doesn't smell. So what you do, let me show you what you do, you all. Gina, honey, don't be showing us. Well, I can do it. Let me do this. Let me do it. Let me show you how you do it, okay? Get you a coffee filter right here. And I am not advising anybody to do this. I am doing a scientific experiment. That's what I'm doing. You get you a little spoon. You go like this. 1, 2. You can do 3 if you'd like. That's what I do. Okay. Then, let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can, yeah, this is important. I'm doing a scientific experiment. Okay, I am. I'm trying to, I got to wait for the final scientific conclusion to form my conclusion, but I want you all to look. I do. Just watch my little experiment. Okay, I've got it in here. You see it? Let's tilt it a little bit. I've been doing this scientific experiment. 3 scoops of that, and I fold it over like this. Then I'll fold it like this. I'm going to take a staple like that and that, like that. You see it's still in there. It's a scientific experiment, you all. I got to wait to see. It'll take years to prove it. But, Gina, guess what? You're out of staples. That's okay, you all. You wait right there and you look at that. Okay, y'all, I'm coming right back. Gina, you are so messed up, Gina, honey. You just don't even know what you're doing. I had to get a different stapler. Y'all, this is important. This is important. Got my purple stapler. Okay. This is really old, but it's metal. So, and then you take this, fold it over like this, you all. Staple it. And staple it. So I've got staples there. Then I fold it over like this, like that. I don't like this stapler. I only got it when I had a desk job. I did it like that. Then I like to fold it over again because I don't want no loose corners for this silica to come out of. We're talking about horses here, you all. We are. Okay, so this is my finished product. So you know what I did? I made 3 of these. If I got a bucket of beans, I can put it down at the bottom. It's going to absorb moisture. It is. It's going to absorb the moisture. And this is what I found that I'm doing my scientific experiment on. I'll put 3 of these because I want to make sure, depending on how big your bucket might be. This is it's those things that you find in your beef jerky or stuff to keep your absorbing the moisture and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You can even, I put these in the bird feed. We got like 22-gallon bird feeds down in the basement. My husband would get stuff for the birds for the winter. So I stuck some of these in it too. I did. To keep that bird food and catfish food fresh. I stick these in it to get rid of the excess moisture. Now, you can laugh at that. You can laugh at my scientific experiment. You can laugh at it all you want. But I'm using this right here so I can absorb any excessive moisture, especially since I've got the stuff in the basement. in the basement. This is the only thing I would recommend for your scientific experiment. That's it, the only thing, and it's hard to come by. It really is. I think I paid around 20 some odd dollars for that. And they stay in my rice container and my beans, like 15 bean, if you make your own 15 bean and put them like in a bucket. I would put a few of these in there to absorb any excess moisture, especially if your bucket is going to be sitting on a flat concrete. Don't do it. If you got your stuff in a basement on a concrete and you got moisture there already, and you put your beans and stuff in like a 5-gallon bucket or something, it's going to accumulate moisture flat on that surface. You want to put something underneath it, but yeah, that's what I had started to do like that. That's why that bag is open. I get started on it, but I'm still trying to finish my scientific experiment, you all. I am. So in order to try it, it's going to take a long time. There ain't no dust on it either. And it's safe in 2 cheap coffee filters. It's right there. Now I got to seal it. I got to close it back up, you all, is what I got to do. I hope I can get it closed, because sometimes once you open it, you can't really close it that good, because you open it the wrong way, Gina. There. You do not eat that. That is not for eating, and it would be really expensive to use for your cat litter. It would, but that's my scientific experiment that I put in my rice bucket and in my beans, if I got some beans, which I do. I got a 5-gallon bucket of beans, maybe not 5-gallon, but it's got a lid on it, and it's got around 3 of these in it to absorb moisture. That way, I'm not going to open it up and I'm going to smell a rancid thing years down the road. It's going to take years for my scientific experiment to pan out. So yeah, if you're thinking about that too, you all. This is supposed to be about, yeah, you all, I'm serious. I am. And I feel happy with this. I do. Dust-free. It's expensive. It's expensive. If you've got a cat and you'd rather do that for your cat, I mean, it's not like the clay stuff at all. It's not. It's literally dust busting. Where did I get that, you all? Is that it? You may not be able to find it. You may not be able to find it. I try to, let me see if I can spell it right. This is about horses. This is about horses, you all. Fresh Step. It's not about doing a scientific experiment, Gina, honey, on your dried products. Crystals. Let's just see. Crystals. Let's see how much it runs. I got this a while back. 8 pounds. I think this is the one we want. 8 pounds. Premium. Okay. Oh, what? What on earth? What is that? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Oh, this is a 2-pack. A 2-pack on Amazon. I thought, if it is $76 for a 1-pack, when I bought this, it was around $20. And that was like probably a year and a half ago or 2 years. I'm not joking. I am not. Is that the same type? No, it don't look like it. Premium Easy Care cat litters. No, it's not this one. Don't get that one. You want to get this one. That was kind of, maybe they don't make, okay, here it is right here. Is it this right here? $41, let's look. We got to make sure it's the same type. I don't know if it's the same type. I don't. Well, it looks like it. Let's check it out, you all. It looks like it. Does it say just scoop and 2 times better absorption, dust busting formula? It's got a new look. Okay, that's the same one. That's the same one right there. So it's around 20 some odd dollars, but that's how you do your scientific experiment. But it's going to take you a few years to see if your scientific experiment is going to work. It really is. If you bought a truckload earlier, it'd be worth a lot. I don't know if it's a silica based or what, but I've got it in. All I know it's supposed to be super good for absorbing moisture. So since I have a basement, I want to see if it, I don't know. I can't find the details on it, which is really strange. Oh, this ain't Amazon. I'm not going to be able to find it. Yeah, you are. We're talking about these horses. So is there something to it? Having a hot flash. Yeah. Yeah. But you can do it. Just scoop you out some. Get a coffee filter. Make sure you staple it up all the way. If you got catfish food that you feed your catfish, like in you got barrels, plastic barrels, like come up to here, probably 22 gallon. I think that's what it is that we put our catfish food in. I want that to stay moisture proof because I don't want it going rancid or like getting moisture in it. Same thing with the mold growing. Mold. That's what you got to look out for. Mold in the basement. You want to absorb that moisture. Yeah, is what you want to do. I don't see no ingredients on here. I really don't. I don't see any ingredients. Therefore, it's got a toxoplasmosis. You all, we got a toxoplasmosis. Warning, if if you're pregnant and you're immune suppressed, cat feces can transmit a disease. If you have this with your cat can transmit a disease called this right here. So that's when you mess with this. You be careful if you're pregnant and you're scooping this out with your cat litter. Okay, that's right. If you're scooting it out with your cat, be very, very careful. Okay, because that's not good for you or your cat. You got it? Yeah. So that's it, you all. That's it. I'm done. I'm done with it. Yeah. Watch the oats. Yeah, you can put that in some oats too. Don't let it go there. Don't do it, you all. So I'm going to go, but the horses. Gina, do you know that you should not put stuff like that in a video when you're talking about horses? It's a big turnoff to people. It really is, because you can't stay on track. Well, this horse right here, the coat of kings, flipped out several times in his saddling padlock, and he broke his neck. He broke his neck on Saturday, and it's the same day that that horse during the coronation got into the crowd, just like that. Yeah, it is. So, yeah, you can use, I've heard about that a long time ago, Luna. The pure clay stuff, you can. It might be a little bit powdery and stuff, it might. But do your own scientific experiments, you all. You can do it. Do it now while you still have the time and the materials to, use in your experiment. That's right. So I'm going to go. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. You all, thank you for watching. And sorry, it's like that experiment in here with these horses. It's not nice.